Hello everyone, this is Great Pumpkin speaking, and welcome to this new army report for Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. It's been a couple of stages since we last did an army report, and our army has changed pretty much completely, to be honest, because a lot of my groups were starting to fall behind, so I started to dismiss a number of them, as well as rearrange the one that I had. So let's have a look at this. The group of our Lord changed entirely. Namely that she's alone in the front now, which is fine. With 314 health, she can tank pretty much anything the game can give her. She's already at 190 strength, which is pretty scary. In the back, we've got that SERAPHIM that we upgraded from a cherubim. She can use Jihad in the back once. And we've got a Platinum Dragon that we upgraded from our Gold Dragon we had. We might replace it in the next stage for an actual one, which might have better stats, I don't know yet. It can use Ice Clouds twice in the back, which hits every other enemy. And we've got that Sylph that we had, which uses Missile once in the back, which will lead us to have about 5 all attacks that hit all enemies, as well as our leader, which hits 3 times. Should get through almost anything, really. Trenzam's group, our Devil, was starting to fall behind a little bit, so I added a little more firepower to it. He's still using a Meteor out back, and this is still a low sky group. We've got our Halloween, which still has the HP of everything, a Phantom, which deals 3 Nightmare on the enemy, and up front we have a Vampire to tank most of the damage we'll take. There's not much that can hit him at night, really. The only reason I have the Beastmaster here is that I had no other group to put him in, so I figured why not. GRIMM got his group removed, which consisted of Cerberus and a Tiamat before, but as it turns out, our Worm with a Cerberus isn't a really good group. But yeah, this one changed entirely, now an Ice Sky group thanks to the Cockatrice that I got from Baker's group and moved to this one. This is now led by NIXIE, which deals an attack that hits everyone out back. A Princess, which isn't leader because it will be too powerful, can use Starlight once, and a Muse, which uses Thunder twice. These give us 4 attacks that attacks everyone, and given that the Princess hits so hard as well as the Muse, this will get through nearly anything the game can offer us at this point. This group got a lot better to my surprise. MABLE is still a witch and can disable most of the enemy groups. In front we have the Iron Golem, which is starting to hit fairly reliably, and hits 3 times in front. Our Wraith hits 3 times in front as well. It can be protected by the Witch because she can disable enemy clerics, assuming they don't get woken up by the Sorcerer we got there, who uses 2 magic on the other group. So this leads 6 attack up front and 2 hit all power magic on the back, which are pretty powerful. This group has finally been finished, but has completely changed as well. We've got our Dragon Master up front, who uses 2 slices, as well as Tigerman, who uses 2 similar attacks up front. We've moved our Ninja Master here for a little bit more damage, with Ninjutsu, which hits everything, and a Salaman, which now uses 2 Nova out back, which finally makes dragons worthwhile. The last tier is pretty powerful, the second one, not so much. This group I had a bit of trouble with because all of my hitting power was concentrated up front, and now with that Raven Man up front, as well as a Werewolf, which hits 3 times, I've decided to move the Evil One out back, which while his int isn't all that great, and I could recruit a Mage to turn him into an Evil One, I feel the Fireball is the best choice here. The Tiamat is still as powerful as he was, doing 2 Evil Rings out back, but I'm not really impressed with it. I hear everyone singing its praise, but I just don't see it. Now this group, we've got a Dollmaster out back who can use 2 Acid on everyone, as well as Titan who will use 2 Gale out back. And we've got a Samurai Master and a Paladin who used to have their own group that now deals 3 attacks up front, so that's 6 attack up front and 4 hit all in the back. So this will be our groups for the remainder of the game. So let's have a look what we're up against. And we're back. We're about to encounter the enemy here. We're gonna use a sunshine to improve the battle power of our leader. I don't like using her very much as it gets her experience a little too high, especially with those tarot cards. But this should do the trick. So I'm used with 2 Griffin. This might be a tiny bit dangerous, but we can handle it. The self hits pretty hard. Problem is they only hit once. They can evade most attack reliably though, with the exception of magic. 75 damage. That Ice Cloud can actually be used twice with Lord that has the highest alignment once chosen at the start of the game. SERAPHIM deals good damage as well. I'm thinking we're gonna wipe this group. If that dragon doesn't, my lord will. Which seems to be the case. All taken care of. This isn't my favorite group, but it has the benefit of being original. This particular stage is actually pretty interesting because it's the first one that you're invading the heart of the Empire, and the population isn't all that supportive of your endeavor as the rebellion. So every city you capture will deal a hit to your overall reputation. Because you're the invaders here, and they actually support General Heikash's efforts to stop you. So this group is one of my more powerful ones at the moment, though I've got a problem with that cockatrice. It doesn't hit very hard and only twice. This is really annoying. Good damage as expected from a princess. The NIXIE does alright. She's much more powerful on water, but she still does the trick. I don't think we're gonna wipe this. Yep, just one hit short. Real annoying. Then in the end they barely touched us. We're fairly over leveled at this moment. Now we've got Dietrich's group, which is with Eagleman up front wouldn't be all that great, but the Dollmaster does his job plenty, and the Titan is gonna do a number on those mages if he can touch them. Guys up front are a little less powerful than the other guys in the group, but they do the trick. Acid is actually pretty powerful against mages as well. We're gonna take a hit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Eagleman and Ravenman gets really annoying toward the end of the game because their agility is so high, so they're really difficult to hit. But they don't do that much damage, really. Should be able to wipe out that group. Yep. Wouldn't think so, this group is actually pretty powerful. Now we've got MABLE's group, which will get the opportunity to show you the synergy between a witch and having an iron golem as well as a raid. Problem is that the wizard has a tendency to wake up everybody, but that's not a big deal. You do decently, maybe not so much against dragons, but it'll do. Witches are some of the classes with the best end growth, so they make really great princess or muses. damn. We met them on water. This is no good for us. Still, we'll manage. Salamander is a pretty good dragon as far as they go. A lot of people like the Tiamat, but I feel this one is pretty powerful. This group again is nothing special, but it gets the job done. Tigerman doesn't hit all that hard, but it's pretty tanky. This gives a break to our Dragon Master, who's the leader. Really, if I was any intelligent, I would probably put the ninja as leader, because the enemy has a tendency to focus the leader when he's up front. And in the water again. This is actually a good place to park a water unit, that way you can intercept the enemy there. This group does alright. Fireball doesn't deal so much damage, but it gets the job done. It's actually better than having that evil one up front. So that mic is gonna be really annoying. I used to have a monk in one of my group, but I decided to dismiss him. He doesn't contribute to damage at all. This is not for a defensive unit, but I don't care much for defense in those games. Unless I'm playing, for instance, Suicide Samurais out back with having them Kasi Yanuki on other units. Even that the enemy unit is so tanky, they did alright. Got the difficult group here with the SERAPHIM out back. Let's hope our Phantom is able to tank it, but I doubt it. Especially with that other cleric out back. Computer isn't stupid. If he knows you've got undead, he's gonna send plenty of holy units at you. Still, we're doing alright. I'm actually impressed about the vampire as a tank. Given that he tanks nearly as well as a large beast. Or dragon, if you will. Versus this group is namely our devil. The old wing can deal some damage and the phantom can finish things. But it is not my most powerful one, unfortunately. Well, they did the job done. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this time. Next time, we're gonna be showcasing an actual level as opposed to an army report, since our army won't be changing much there. I'll be showing you exactly what the game looks like as I play it. And after that, I'm actually show you the ending that I got. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone. This was the Great Pumpkin. You all have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!